Hi, my name is Matthew, and this is part 3 of how to make a marble from a piece of agate. In part 1, I told you about the types of stone. We cut the agate nodule, we made a slab out of it, and we cut a cube. In part 2, I showed you how to take that cube and shape it into a rough. And here's my rough. This part, we're going to go to my rubber wheel here, and we're going to shape this marble and take all the little lumps and bumps out of it. So let me show you the simple tools I use. This right here is my rubber wheel, and I have a series of these are carborundum or silicon carbide blocks that have a small dimple in it. The marble rough will fit into this dimple. Then we'll take and we'll carefully put this against the wheel as it's spinning, and the marble will spin around in there, and as it spins it'll grind all the little lumps and bumps and high spots into it and get it so that it's very uniform and the dimensions will be nearly perfect. So I have a rough one that I begin with, and then I have one that's finer, and it will smooth it out even better. So let's begin with the coarse stone to get it roughed out. Again, I want to re-emphasize using safety glasses anytime you're working with lapidary equipment. Okay, so let's get started and rough this marble out and start taking all the high spots off of it. Okay, I've taken off some of the rough spots, and I can see that it's starting to take all the high spots down. I'm going to get back in here and work on it a little bit more. It still has a few low spots, so I'm going to keep working at it a little bit more. Alright, it's looking pretty good. Now I'm going to start using my finer block here. Okay, now I've got my fine block here, and that should take the rest of it. Now this block also, even though it's finer, it tends to cut really well. So I can see that I've got some low spots here, and we're going to take those out. Okay, I'm getting pretty close here. And what I'm going to do is, I can see that I have some low spots, and I'm going to take my marker here. I'm going to just mark those low spots. If you can, we've got a couple of little low spots here. I'm just going to mark them with the marker, and then we're going to go right back to the grinder and grind those low spots out and get rid of them, because I don't want any flat spots on my marble. I can still see that those spots are there, so I'm just going to grind it a little bit more. Okay, I've got all the flat spots out, And if you can see that, that is nearly there. This ends part 3 of making a marble out of an agate. In next part, part 4, I'm going to show you how to polish this thing so it just is super glossy and becomes a beautiful little gemstone.